they have to buy their card right there.
You charge them extra.
Huh?
No,
No.
the paycheck, just take it out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, right there, just make them buy a card right there, Susan.
Make them, yeah. So, I mean, that comes out of their deal, and this is what that does.
Secretary and producer, you might encourage everybody that wins the check to go
You
ahead and
bet.
get it, because I mean, if we plan
The thing
on
is
getting an
encourage
outstanding
anybody to get on there.
It'd be a good opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, encourage anybody, any of the contestants and stuff, as far as bull rider stuff, to get in on board, because hey, the way this point system's set up, if you come to that, and this is what we're going to vote in here in a little bit, too, at the end of the deal, about bringing if you made half the events as a contestant, regardless of where you're at in the standings, if you go and made half the events, we're talking about bringing everybody on to the final. That's one of the things that we're all going to vote on here in a little bit. It's one of the things that's on the table. Like I said, this is rider friendly, this is cowboy friendly, this is getting guys to your events. Okay, this is making sure that we got 30, 40, 50, 60 bull riders at each one of these events and put on a show. Okay, and that's what we want. We want the region. Go ahead.
What top bull riders are you taking your time?
You what, sir?
What top bull riders? How many?
We're going to vote on how many.
We're going to vote on that.
How many we want to take.
How many we want to take here in just a little bit.
What about the bullfighters?
That's the other thing that's on our deal, the bullfighter competition for the RPBR finals. We're going to vote on that too. We've gotten really an enormous amount of bullfighters that are buying their cards.
I wonder why.
You know, and and here's the deal. We're going to talk about that on the personnel stuff. You got to work 3 events in order to be nominated for the finals. Okay, you buy your card, you work 3 events. That means you've been out there 3 times for somebody to see you. Bullfighters that work for us, we're going to put in a rotation.
We're going to try to use them all if they got a card.
You know, we're going to try to rotate through it so that everybody gets a chance through there. I'll just tell you, hey, we'll probably kill a few of them off. I hate to say it, but
Just the way it is.
What if we will?
What if, say, stock contractor brings his bulls and say they don't have 1 or 2 no-shows, and somebody runs up and says, hey, I want to expedition that bull instead of burning, because we're still going to have to pay for him whether they open, you know, whether
he
somebody
pays a stock charge.
Right. I'm real glad you said that.
He pays a stock charge. If you got an exhibition, they pay that stock charge.
They'll cover your loss anyway.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because we've had, in the past, we've had to pay for ones that just, you know, just run out and run around and run it back in the blind pen.
We had 38 entered at Sarcoxy and had 16 show up, I think, something like that. We still got to pay for them bulls.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Is there anything in the rules that says we can't do the bullfighter competitions since we do have so many?
That's one of the things that we're going to talk about today on there at the end is bullfighter competitions and some of your bull ridings and stuff. Your cowboy protections and in the Derby, but just even at the regional pro bull rider deal.
How much is a stock charge? Just depending on who the stock contractor is?
Yeah.
We started basically it's 25 and up for us.
Because I mean, it'd be one way as stock contractors and promoters for us to cut expenses is by having the competitions.
Absolutely.
Plus, it gives your guys something to do and keeps them going.
Right.
And if we've got the competition, you'll pull more.
You know, me and Carl's touched on that already.
Yeah.
We'll
And if somebody runs up and says, hey, I want to expedition that bull, and they pay the stock charge, they might want to come back, you know,
Yeah.
join the association.
Sure.
Okay.
And that's
Right.
what we're yeah. Okay. On down to the that's the non-members stuff. We got them in. They win the first deal. They got to buy their card. We're going to take the bull riders. But, you know, keep getting them in there. Finals qualifications for contestants. Here's where we're going to have a vote. If we just want to have the top 60 to the finals, or do we want to have anybody that's made half the events to the finals? That's what we're going to vote on.
How you go? If you got that many, how you gonna format? I mean, how you
For 40, excuse me, I said 60, I meant 40.
Okay.
I started saying.
What had they're just shot his 2-hour and 10-minute show?
Yeah.
Shot to hell.
That's my, hey.
I think I
I
did.
mess up somewhere.
You could always make finals more than one day too, though.
Okay.
I think worse than
Wrist plane.
And here's one of the formats that we're going to talk about on the finals. If we accept, say we take on, if you made half the events, which I think is a good idea because it keeps people going, you know, keeps guys coming to them, gets them to finals to go to, and a good finals at that.
And somebody, if they come in and they haven't won any money, and there's not anyone going to come, even if they get to come by going to half the events, they won't be blank, because they'll have the points from the call and the enter. So there won't be nobody blank. I mean, they all come in with something.
Yeah, and if they ride one or two, then that's more, just more points that they get.
So they're getting something out of the deal
You bet
both
you.
ways.
Right.
You bet
So
you.
how many
Just-
people you
just
think's
to add
gonna do this?
incentive.
Well, I mean, how many bull riders going
Y'all
up
gotta
to 40,
think about
50,
this,
60,
though,
70,
from
100? You
the
don't know.
final, You're not gonna want your performances to be more than 2.5 hours. And
2.5 hours
it's
top,
tough-
but we're gonna
it's
break it
tough
up.
To run 40 bull riders.
That's right.
Well, we run
You're
30.
cooking to get it done right. Everybody's gotta go right. to
That's
do
right.
40 bull riders
Yeah.
in 2 hours.
Well, you know how to run it.
That's why we want to get our best to the best,
See,
doing our.
If you do
And here's-
two long goes and one short go, that's gonna be a lot.
yeah. See, what we're looking at is, even if we have to do 2 days on finals, have a 4-person 2 days. Okay, afternoon, night, and then that last night be our short round. It's three rounds to get it down to the top 30. And this is where one of the concepts that I've drafted up. You may or may not like it. This is where your input. This is why you're here to vote on this too. Is we bring the top 30 back or the top 40 back. That's the top 30. Top 30 back for the short round, and then the top 10 for the sudden death. And this is where we're going to implement here in a minute. We'll get down to that about the short round and making that a bull team thing for the short round for the stock contractors. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll go back.
I have another question
All
too.
food, drink, liquor.
This is mainly like for your stock contractors. I know a lot of you, you try to hurry, and a lot of these kids, they're up there, the bull may lay down to shoot, gets up, first, hurry up,
Hot shotty.
The more,
So
yeah,
I know that much, but I'm just saying,
some of those kids
some of
push,
these kids
push
only
it.
pay their money and then they're trying to do the best they can, and then the guys get up there and get yelled at or cussed at, and then they get mad,
I won't cuss no kids.
Well, I won't either, but I'm just saying, say like some of the older kids, but I have seen some of them back there behind some stock contractors behind the shoot. Hurry up, we're trying to, and then they get nervous and then they screw up and they could have won, say they could have won money, if they hadn't been hurried up so much.
In time, you're gonna know your cowboys though, and you're gonna know
I
which ones
think
you can
that's
push,
part
which
of
ones
it,
you
that's part
can't.
comes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You need to be ready.
if that bull's there and you got a reasonable shot at him, I mean, they gotta go as quick as they can.
Yeah, I understand.
You gotta get out.
You know,
If you
don't
grew
have
up,
to do calling,
if you grew
I
up
mean,
like I did, getting on David Bailey Bulls,
That Bailey's
you
making
suffer
very
that. You
much.
suffer that.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
just
in
part
and
of
out.
it.
But here's the deal: as a producer, okay, you've got to run a fast show.
Right.
If not, if you're sitting there lagging and you're dragging, and you got somebody haul monkeying around, soaking one, walling around, getting him up and down, when they've had a couple shots, that's when
They
the,
have
Either
chips.
he had never had a shot and he's going to get a reride,
It
or
hurts
if he's
your-
had some shots and he still continues to not take
It
his
hurts
shots.
your crowd on that
he's gonna
next
get-
night if you
gonna
drag
get
him
back.
out that first.
Because here's
one.
what-
Let him out, lay down, he'll stand up. Yeah.
here's what the regional pro bull riders are bringing. We're bringing you production. We're bringing you a fast, speedy bull ride that keeps you on the edge of the seats, and when it's
Right,
done,
I
it's sold, and
understand
you're
that.
out of there.
Right.
Right.
We want people to leave there going, "Wow, now that was a bull ride."
Yeah, I like that. We'll go
Man,
back
man,
to the
I,
next
you know,
one.
there's sometimes when you gotta just take the bull by the horns on it, and it's one of them deals. I mean, you think David Fournier walks up there and goes, "Come on, fellas, let's hurry up."
Get
He
your
don't.
back.
He
Yeah,
ain't doing
let's
that.
go,
He's
let's
up there with that little piece of paper going, "Come on, boys, you get out there. We're gonna find you, or we're gonna.
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah.
back on the backside of the chute."
Right.
Yeah.
He
And
gets
if
on
they're
the
campers,
boys.
they should get fined.
And the
Yeah.
Brazilians, they get
I
on
think
it.
I don't think I ought to get over 1 minute in there anyway.
Well, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a
long.
point where the stock
you
contractor,
know-
somebody's got to
you
step
know
up and say,
how-
"Come on, guys, let's get out of here."
Yeah,
You know?
but, just
Let's go, let's go.
holler at him,
And we got to have that latitude to do that.
Right.
I mean, we can't be afraid to make a bull rider mad.
Right.
You know, I mean,
That's
if
a-
you rode bulls, you know how long it takes, and you know when that guy's lollygagging
Yeah.
around. If he's scared, tell him to get head off something.
Get off and go on
When
home.
we come to the end, it is his turn.
So they
Yeah.
only
We
get 1
need
minute in
to,
there.
we need the latitude to push them on a little bit, you know.
All right.
Be a little tougher than average.
Yes,
guy.
But not be hateful or mean.
Right.
Tell him you're taking too much time, and we're fixing to turn you out. You know.
Don't you all cover that in your writers meeting before you start?
We have covered
Yeah,
the
you
We haven't
can
covered
you
anything
can cover a lot of
yet.
things in a writer's meeting. What they listen to your notes and other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you've pre-warned them, then I wouldn't worry about it.
You know what our deal is?
Shoot their butts and get them
You know,
going.
Jay's custom, Sean, and some of this, we have a production meeting an hour beforehand, before the performance starts, where everybody